back to the channel. I figured I'd give you a little bit of an update of what's going on. I think I've come to a decision. I was talking about before about putting a sliding camper in the back of the truck for these weekend trips that I take. But I also use my truck still to haul things for work. Now, some of you might already know I boondock camp a lot. I camp a lot out of the bed of my truck. The bed of my truck is all set up, you know. It's got a bed, cabinets, charging boxes, solar panels, water, everything you need to survive back there. I really don't want to have to load and unload a cab, or not a cab, but a trailer, slide-in trailer. So I do have a camper top, or what do you call it, a topper, or whatever they call it, on the bed of my truck now, but it's your standard size. And I decided to reconfigure the back of the truck because I have the whole bed of the truck is a bed that rolls up and rolls down. Well, the biggest issue you have is when you're camping in the back of the truck, you're 6'1". You have no headroom, you can't sit, you can't, everything has to be done outside the truck. So I have bought a bunch of material. I am going to build a bed, a better bed, up off the floor. Add some drawers underneath it for gear. Add a few other little things to this. I just pretty much reconfigure the bed of my truck. Like I said, some of you have seen the setup already. It's pretty nice. It works. But the topper or camper top that I'm getting now is probably a foot taller than what I already have. I'm going to raise the floor up probably about 6 to 8 inches to allow for some more storage space under the bed. So I'll be able to actually sit in the bed without my head, you know, rubbing against the ceiling. It's quite uncomfortable for a 6'1" guy. So yeah, I'm on my way now. I just entered into Georgia. It's probably about an hour and a half from my house. We're gonna go pick this topper or a camper top or whatever you guys want to call them. I just call them a truck cab, just truck cab. We're gonna get it on home. We're going to sand it down. We're going to paint it because it's silver. I think it's silver or white or gray. We're going to sand it down. We're going to paint it to match the truck. Get my solar panel mounted up to it. Get the roof vent mounted up to it. Get my racks mounted up to it. And hopefully get that installed and the bed of the truck done by next Friday. Because next Friday we're going on another adventure. And it's 6 hours away. So that'll be a weekend trip. So I will more or less be staying in the truck. And I'll also be filming that as well next weekend. But yep, I'm on my way. I'm in Georgia. I'm probably about 35 minutes away from my destination. I'm picking up this cap. We'll talk to you soon. All right, cap is loaded up on the trailer. We're headed back home. Man, going down 95 is so jammed. 2 accidents, 2 rear-ended deals. Look like someone hit somebody else, and then one's a rollover. I'll tell you, 95 is always jammed during the holidays. Actually, 95 is always jammed, period. But what normally takes me 30 minutes to get home from where I'm at right now is looking like 45 minutes to an hour. So as soon as we get home, we're going to check this cap out, and I'm going to show you all what I got. And I just want to let you all know that this channel is not just strictly for adventures. I am all over the place with what I do, so you can get all kinds of random stuff on my channel. I do restore old classic cars. I am in the search right now for another classic car to restore, preferably a 62 Nova, 2-door, 4-door, wagon, doesn't matter. So that's going to be coming up on my channel when that finally gets purchased. You're going to see a lot of different things that I do on my channel. So not just adventures. The adventures will be every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks or once a month I want to go on an adventure. And during that other time, we're going to be either building engines, we're going to be restoring cars, and I'm going to take you all with me. So you can get all kinds of cool stuff on my channel, not just where I go to, you know, little adventures to certain places. We do all kinds of stuff. You know, if you look down in my earlier videos, my 66 Impala's in here, or on there, that I fully restored that car myself, which I did sell that car to take that 30-day trip across the country. But that's what I do on my off time. You know, I enjoy building engines. I enjoy restoring cars, so you will see soon an old classic car in my garage being stripped down, tore apart, welded, painted, bondoed, you name it. We're going to do it all. I do it all. Body, frames, interiors, glass, custom interiors. So yeah, look for that kind of stuff on my channel as well. It's not just all adventures. So like, share, and subscribe, guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, we got it back. The cap is here in the garage. I got it on Sawhorses. I'm looking over this thing. It don't look too bad. The glass ain't cracked up. There's no chips. It ain't broke anywhere. So we're going to do the easy thing, man. We're just going to scuff this thing down. We'll take it down to 220, maybe some 300, down to some 400, make it fine. We're going to put some primer into this thing, and we're going to shoot it. But it's in pretty good shape. I can't believe how good this thing is. I can't believe how expensive these things are, man. I paid $1,500 for the other one, and I paid $4 bones for this one. It's an older one, yes, but it does fit a 2015 Silverado. As you can see, it is at least 6 inches taller than the one on my truck, so I shouldn't have anything going on once I build out the new bed, which I'll also show you that too. But yeah, I'm walking around this thing, looking at it. It's got the light. Shocks are still shocking, they're still good. It's got the light for inside. Now, there's no insulation in this one. I haven't decided whether I want to put that in there or not, but I may or may not. It's got both windows in, it's both screens. Screens are a little chewy, but I can replace the screens, I'm not really worried about that. I'll end up having curtains, or I'll tint the windows or something. But looking over it, it's missing this bottom seal that it comes with. I'm hoping I can take the one off my truck and use that onto this one. We shall see. But yeah, I think we're in good shape. Like I said, walking around this thing, it looks pretty good. I don't see any cracks. I see a bunch of scratches, but it's going to have scratches. This thing's from 2003, you know. And we're going to scuff it up, clean it up, throw some primer on it, and then we're going to spray the damn thing. Get this on the truck, because I have less than a week to get this painted, this outfitted, this back on the truck. I gotta get the new bed made for the truck. I gotta get my new slide out cabinets for the truck. I gotta make all that. So I got a lot of work to do before next week's adventure. Don't forget, we're kicking off next Friday. We're going out of town. Big adventure for Adventure Bound. But yeah, I think we're in good shape. I think we're gonna be okay with this one. Now, like I said, I like to keep this affordable, so we're not going to go crazy here. You know, all the materials, all the sandpaper, clear coat stuff I already had from other jobs I had, so I'm going to use what I got. You know what I mean? Like I said, this ain't going to be perfect. It's going to work, and it's going to look good, at least from maybe farther than that, maybe 50 feet. It'll look good, but it's really going to look good when it's wet and it's raining. So, but here's what we're going to use. We're going to use some 220 on the orbital there. Then we're going to go down to 300 to a 400. We're going to put a coat of filler primer on this thing. We're going to clean it up, all the little divots and scratches. Like I said, we're not going to put any fiberglass back into this thing. We're not going to put any Bondo into this thing. We just want to make it look good. We're going to use Duplicolor paint, shop paint, ready to mix lacquer. No mixing required. We're just going to shake that up, throw that in your pss, pss, and spray it. Then we're going to put a coat of the Finish 1 in here, the FC720 clear coat. This stuff is good. I love using this stuff. It's distributed by Napa. I've used this on many cars and many projects. It's really good stuff. But yeah, I don't know if y'all want to watch me sand this thing, but I'll give you a little taste of what it's like. I'm going to be eating some dust here shortly. But yeah, we're going to get busy, guys. We're going to get to work. All right, so here's a look at my current situation with my truck. There it is. It's a wreck. Yes, believe it or not, this does turn into a sleeping situation. I have the memory foam out. I got the bed out now because I just came back from my 30-day trip. But yeah, this is the old one. The new plan now is to build a bed out to about 2 feet, 2.5 feet here. Have some walking space through here to sit down, do my thing. these cabinets here are full of propane and gear and other stuff like that. You know, extra tents, extra sleeping bags, blankets, you know, ropes, all that kind of stuff you need for camping. We got a 2,000 watt inverter back there with a 300 watt solar panel up top. As you can see, lights are green. We are good and charged. Plus you got an exhaust fan right there, because it gets hot here in the south, man. It gets really hot and humid, and there's no AC back here. You see, there's no air conditioning back here. But we make it work. We make it work. Of course, I got my generator, chairs, awning, filming stuff. But yeah, this is what we're doing. We're gonna get to work and get sanding on this thing, man. Now walking around this thing, you got some stuff like that, some blemishes, bunch of scratches. I don't know how well that's showing up, but that's kind of deep. Got a bunch of chips down here. There's a couple. There's a couple chips. But there's no cracks, no big cracks. Window is good. It's not a slide out, which is okay because my truck isn't a slide out. Again, some more scratches. Like I said, folks, we're just gonna scuff this thing up. There's some cracking going on right there. But we're not going to put any mud in this thing. We're not going to do it. We're not going to put any fiberglass in it. Look, back in the day, I used to do body work all the time. I still do body work on the side. But something like this, I'm not going to do a professional job, guys. I'm just not. Okay, so don't expect there to be, you know, a big tutorial of what I'm doing. I'm just going to sand this thing, get the wax off, get the impurities off, get the dirt off of it. I'm going to fill in the areas with some filler primer. Then we're going to shoot it with primer, and then we're going to spray it. We're just going to spray it, guys, you know. It ain't got to be perfect. My truck's got scratches in it, you know. Life's too short to be perfect. But that's all we're going to do. But yeah, as you see, that the whole seal is gone here, which is all right. That's okay. But give you all a better look. It's a lot higher. It's your basic truck cap, man. Like I said, this screen is good. That one's got a bunch of rips in it, you know. I don't know if a raccoon or a bear tried to get out of there. Who knows what happened in there, man. Well, we got some duct tape, so that's holding something together. That's good. Got the wiring here. We got a light right there. Yeah, I haven't decided whether I want to do something with the insulation in here for sound, or, you know, or absorb some heat. But I'm definitely going to be in some cold places. But I'm definitely going to be in more hot places because I live down south here, you know, South Carolina. You know, it gets pretty hot. It gets pretty humid. We still have an exhaust fan to mount in here on the roof, which I ordered. I have my solar panel yet to mount on here. I have to put my racks on here yet for my kayaks. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do here, man. I've only got a week to do it, and Christmas is Monday, so I'm going to be down for a couple days for that. So I gotta get cracking on this thing. You know, not to mention the truck. The truck ain't even been touched yet, so we got a lot to do. All right, as you see, it's not a clean gig. Not. Yeah. I just using 320, just a little bit of 320. You know, sand this stuff down, get nice and smooth. You know, that scratch that was here, that's nice and smooth. Just trying to get any wax or dirt or anything that's on there, you know, because the paint won't stick. You know, still got to prime it, but the paint's got to stick. Can't have a bunch of fish eyes and, you know, runs and stuff like that. But like I said, we're not trying to make this thing perfect. But I got this side feeling pretty good. I bring y'all in here, but, you know, there's critics out there. You know, there's guys out there that are probably pulling their hair out. I don't have any hair, but they're probably pulling their hair out at what I'm doing here. Well, look, functional. We just want it to look good. We want it to be black. We want it to match the truck. So yeah, all you're going to see when it's on the truck is this. That's all you're going to see. This and the window. The top part will be covered with racks and solar panels and everything else. So it's going to get scratched up and damaged anyway. But we're going to make it look. We're going to make it look decent. We're going to make it look okay. But like I said, right now I'm taking the 320 just around the edges here. Get any dirt that's in there out of there. You could be using sanding blocks too, you know. But for something like this, for what I'm using it for, now if this was a car, this would be a whole different production. It would not be this shoddy and this quick and this hasteful, but we're running low on time. And once I get this all sanded down, feeling like, you know, nice and smooth, we'll take some tack cloth to it, some denatured alcohol to it. We'll clean it up, get all the dust off of it. Then we're going to hit it with some primer just to give the paint something to adhere to. And then we're going to spray it, guys. I'm going to give it 64%, 65%. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. On the look good meter from 0 to 10 of wow, that's bad to wow, the showroom, we're going to be somewhere in that 3-ish, 4-ish range. But it's going to look good, all right? Well, yeah, you know, if you're at home doing this yourself, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. It ain't got to be expensive. You can, you know, sandpaper is cheap, you know, not necessarily paint's not cheap. Clear coat is definitely not cheap, and knitter's hardener. But like I said, I had all this stuff from another gig that I was doing or other jobs I was doing. So I'm just using what I got. Just using what I got. You know, this thing would be on my truck. It's going to be in the woods. It's going to get scratched up. So we're just going to put a coat of paint on it. But we're looking pretty good, guys. This is feeling good. And once I get it all sanded, we'll go ahead and tape up these windows. Tape off these emblems. Put some primer. Maybe I'll use a rattle can, a primer, a couple cans of rattle can, just more or less the size of the top, just to get a little dusting. Just a little dusting. Or I can take and put some primer in my gun and spray it. Then I got to mask everything off, make a big, you know, cover everything up. We'll probably just use a rattle can. I'll be honest with you. I'll probably use a rattle can. It's cheap, and I have like cases of it from other jobs I did. And then we're going to shoot it with the black and then clear it. You're going to see that. But I want to get to work. I want to get the other side of this thing done. You know, it's getting late here. The guy's getting hungry. I really didn't choose to eat dust tonight or fiberglass dust. But I'm going to finish this thing, get it sanded, get it prepped. And the next time you see it, it'll be in primer. All right, so it's the next day. Last night we left off on sanding and priming. Well, she's all primed up. I went over at 400. It's nice and smooth. Now I just got to tack it off, clean out my gun a little bit, put a little paint in there, and we'll get the spraying, man. So hopefully by the end of the day, this thing should be under a nice coat of gloss black to match the truck. Good morning, everybody. All right, we got our tack cloth, cheesecloth, whatever you want to call it. It kind of looks like Swiss cheese, but it's tacky, it's sticky, it gets on your fingers, and it's on there all day. We're gonna go ahead and just tack off this dust, just like so. You don't want to get any oils or anything on this. You really don't want to be wearing deodorant or cologne or anything like that when you're getting ready to spray paint, because you get a reaction called fish eyes, and you know, looks like crap. And we already discussed that we need this to look good at least from 20 to 30 feet away. Now that's gonna look a lot better than that, guys. It's gonna look really good. I'm excited. I'm glad you're all here with me. We're gonna just gonna tack this thing off real quick. Clean out my gun. Put some mineral spirits in there. It's been a while since I've used that gun. Actually, the last time I used that gun when I was painting my 76 Firebird, which there should be a video of that on my page here. It's also on my Instagram and my Facebook. If you go to my, if you're at my YouTube channel, there's links to my Facebook and my Instagram and my TikTok. So there's plenty of ways to see me, plenty of ways to get a hold of me, plenty of ways to see what I'm doing. We're going to tack this off. Make sure she's a little dust free. See that? Now once you tack it off, you don't want to be, you know, handling it. You want to put no contaminants on it. Now granted, this ain't the proper way to paint, guys. This ain't the proper way to do it. You know, it should be in a booth, you know, there's other steps you need to be taking. But like I said, we're doing this on the cheap. This is just for the truck. We're just gonna put some color on it just so it matches the truck. At the end of the day, it's gonna look good. But do it your way. Do it however you want to do it. You know, if you want to rattle can it, you can rattle can it. You know, I've done some pretty cool paint jobs with some rattle cans. So this is gonna come out okay. We're gonna be okay. Yeah, I think anybody can do this if they take the time. You know, it's not that hard to learn. I've been doing this for a long time. But if anybody knows me, I'm always in a hurry. I always want to get things done quickly. I know the old saying haste makes waste. But we ain't got time, guys. We ain't got time. But I think she's okay. Let's get one more on there. Let's put another border one more time. Get all that dust off of there. Any other contaminants. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Now I'm not doing this as a tutorial or show you or teach you. God knows I can't teach, but I'm just showing you what you can do with what you have. You know, some paint and a cheap gun, some time. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna work out good. Pretty good. All right, I'm gonna throw some mineral spirits in my gun, clean it out a little bit, make sure there's no contaminants in there. I'm gonna lay some paint. We have our affordable Harbor Freight gun. Now, any of you guys are watching this, you probably use one of these. They're good value. They're a great gun. You know, it's a lot better than a lot of these high-end guns, especially for a guy like me who just does this stuff at home. You know, I'm not doing this for professionals, so, but these guns are pretty good. And I like the purple. Purple's good. As you can see, I've used that already on my 76 Firebird. Really pretty blue. Got a lot of good comments on that car. But I got this one here set to up between 30 and 40 under pressure. I've already got my feed and my air set up on this gun, so it's already ready to go. I got a little bit of denatured alcohol in here just to clean out the lines. Now, I know I cleaned the gun out the last time I used it, but I also know I lifted it out a couple times, you know? So we're gonna make sure it's clean and clean. That's pretty good. Of course, the filter is new. That catches any water that's in the line. You know, if you don't want any water going through your paint, makes fish eyes, makes runs, looks like crap. Now, I've already, like I said, I've already got the feed and everything set on this gun. You know, I like my fan, you know, about right here, about 12 inches away, you know, in that range. We're gonna throw some black paint in this, do a test spray here, see how it's coming out, see the flow, make sure I haven't messed up any of my settings on here. I'm gonna get the spraying, guys. All right, guys, we already know this isn't for educational purposes. This is just me showing you what I do and how I get it done. Now, I do advise that anyone that sprays any kind of paint, you know, with the chemicals and all that, wear a respirator. You know, it's good, protect your lungs. I've painted cars before without one. I've done little jobs without one, and the effects, you know, the contact eye just makes you feel all funny. So we're gonna throw this respirator on, and we're gonna get to painting, guys. We're gonna throw some paint down. There we go. Looks like a Star Wars figure. Now to test these filters, just put your hand up and blow out. If you can't blow out, you're good. We got our paint mixed up. We're ready to go. Well, let's start here at the bottom. Why not? All right, guys, so coat of black is on. Came out pretty good. I don't see any runs. We're gonna let this dry up for a while, and then we're gonna shoot it with some clear. I think it's gonna come out pretty good, guys, pretty good. All right, guys, we got 3 coats of black on here. It looks good. I walked around it. There's no runs, anything like that. We're gonna let this tack up, you know, dry up for a while, and then come back and shoot with a couple coats of clear, get nice and shiny to match the truck. But remember, guys, if you guys are doing this at home, remember, this is not an educational video or to teach anyone how to do anything. I'm just showing you how I do stuff, you know, my own backyard or my own garage. But always remember to wear a respirator, wear glasses, you know, whatever protection you need to protect your brain and protect your lungs. But yeah, we're gonna let this sit up here a little bit and throw some clear on it. All right, guys, there you have it. We have 3 coats of clear on it. That came out pretty good. You see yourself. Not too bad, not too shabby. Came out pretty good. I'm going to go let this dry up a little bit. Take off this paper. And then start the tedious part of tearing apart the truck and getting that cap off. Man, it's a shame. I got to put all those stickers back on this window over here. Good thing I got doubles, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, man. We're going to let this dry up. Get it on the truck. Again, like, subscribe. If you like this kind of stuff, you like seeing me do this kind of stuff. Like I said, Adventures Bound is not just going on these little adventures. We're building engines, we're painting, we're restoring, we're doing all kinds of cool stuff like that. So at any given time, you don't know what's going to pop up on my channel. But like I said, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, you know, leave me some comments, you know, tell me how you feel. And hey, you know, I got stickers, man. We got stickers. So if any of you would like to receive one of these stickers, you know, get a hold of me through the email or leave me a comment. I'll get a hold of you, get your address. We'll get these out to you. All right, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Adventures Bound.